Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the podcast. Big E is here, and so is Samantha. Sam has been on hiatus. She's been moving into a new place, got all settled in, and I wanted to make
Mhm.
sure she was okay before we brought Sam back. Because I figured new dwellings, new digs. You gotta set up a room and a spot for the podcast. So before we get into everything else, we'll catch up with you. So you don't got any? You got any weird neighbors this time around, or no?
Yeah, I got one.
You got one.
Yep. Yeah.
Ah, can, can
Uh,
you can you can you tell us a little about it?
sure. So she's my downstairs neighbor.
Okay.
She's been here. She's been living here the longest. So she kind of has this attitude of like, I've been here the longest, so I kind of own this shit type of deal. So when I first met her, she was fine. She was great. I was like, all right, cool. And I don't mean to sound prejudiced or racist in any way. She is a black woman, but
It's
she,
like Sam comes back 15 seconds right off the fucking rip. All right.
So it where I now live, it's street parking. So as you all know, in Pittsburgh, street parking, it's a first come first serve. It's public. It's you get there, right?
Unless you have a
Well,
chair.
unless there's a chair or a cone or whatever, but there's no residential parking unless you live down the street, you have your own driveway. That's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
And she just has it in her mind that she's going to park directly in front, and anybody who parks in her spot is now on her shit list. And I basically, at first, I kept trying to avoid it, and I would park all the way down there. And one day I was parked all the way down there, and my landlord came to do some fix things up, repainting or whatever, and he goes, you do know that you can park in front of the apartment. And I was like, well, the downstairs neighbor keeps complaining. He's like, well, she complains about everything. He's like, it's not her spot. He's like, if you get there, you get there. It's park. So, yeah, she hasn't said it to my face yet, but she likes to scream in at my apartment whenever I park in her spot that I'm a biggest see you next Tuesday. I'm a white bitch. I'm a white whore. I'm everything that you can think of because I park in her spot.
Oh, well, I mean, maybe you got like a Sheldon Cooper you're dealing with. That's just her spot.
I, I don't know. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm not Sheldon's mom and I'm not going to enable the shit. So get over
Yeah. Yeah.
it.
Well, if you think about it, it's a lot better than if that's the only problem. I think that's better than what
It's a
you
hell of a
had.
lot. It's a hell of a lot better than where I was. I'm not gonna
Nice.
lie.
That's good. That's good. That's all. I mean, yeah, that's a whole hell of a lot better than what it used to be. But there were some interesting stories at that old place, though. It was nice. It was
was.
different.
It was. I won't get fully into it, but actually, at one point, there was a a court date set to bring my old landlord to court because they kept telling me I couldn't break a lease that they had previously broken. And once the landlord breaks the lease, you automatically go month to month.
Yeah.
And then my landlord was like, that's not true. No, no, no. And they kept trying to get extra money out of me and telling me that I did illegal shit by breaking the lease. And I got a lawyer and I fought. And the day I was like, let's go. You want to fight? I'll fight harder. And I got a court date set up. And all of a sudden they were like, no, you're good. I was like, damn right, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. Ours is like that here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that here. Once you bring somebody into the like an attorney or something like that, they back out.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I get it. I get it for sure. Eric. So Eric and I spent a lot of time together over the weekend. So
Tired of staying this motherfucker.
I know, right? I swear, it's just been every day since last Friday or what? Saturday, Friday, Saturday,
Saturday.
Saturday. So Saturday we hung out, and Sunday we went to the wonderful food truck rally at Washington County, which was nice. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Whoa.
go on. What?
Sorry, I glitched.
Oh, I was like, oh, I thought you were saying something. I was like, all right, have at it.
No, I glitched.
Oh, okay.
We're
But
good.
a lot of um, a lot of interesting characters to for that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, apparently, when we were all kind of scattering, to go like, so we would hold down this one table and then people would go get food, and then certain ones would sit there and watch the table while we all went and did our thing. Apparently when we left and my mom was there, apparently some guy came over and grabbed like a used napkin or whatever and was like, is this yours, you gonna use that? And he used it like,
Oh.
No, yeah, yeah. I guess he asked if it was hers, and he said it. What can I? He asked if he could use it.
yeah. And then
They used it.
he used that, and then he took the other chair that everybody was sitting at because we were like, they were just like, all right, cool. And then he just decided to prop his arm on it because he needed an armrest. I don't know. But the fact of the thing is the fact that he used somebody else's like napping. Like,
You know what?
yeah, yeah,
You don't know
right.
what that other person may have had.
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, it's us, and he used our napkin. I was like, bro, that's
Yeah, but I mean,
'Cause
I know you
It
too, but
wasn't
he
even
does.
like. It wasn't even like it was like. It was laying flat. Like sometimes you don't open the napkin all the way. You still leave it folded, and it was just chilling, and somebody wiped. Like it was like crumbled up,
yeah, like it was used,
like
and
in a ball,
yeah,
blatantly
gross.
obvious.
Yeah, super gross. Um, but besides that, we all had a good time. Uh, except it seems like my niece got like some kind of stomach bug. I don't know if it's from the food or whatever. Um, I was okay. Eric was too full. Yeah, and then Brandy was okay.
Yeah, I think Donna was fun.
Yeah, but like my mom was okay. But I don't know, like it's kind of the risk of a food truck rally. Like
Hmm.
you may get some, something you ain't or ever had before, or like plus we're mixing all kinds of different things. So, your stomach isn't really used to that, and like I don't know, I felt perfectly fine. But other than that, I think it was a good time.
I had a corn dog and lamb.
You did have no, you had like a plantain empanada too. You had a little bite.
I had a plantain empanada. I had corn dog. I had lamb. I had chicken. I had lemon rice.
Yeah. I was shocked you was just I didn't know you was all about that empanada life.
Yeah, I've had them. I, that one wasn't bad. Because I guess like in the empanada world, I guess there's different the way they make them, like the dough or the crust. Like it every I guess I guess it's just like any other like ethnic food. Like every family or every person has like their own way of doing it.
Hmm.
So I have had some empanadas that were made out of some stuff that I was like, not up my alley. But that one was alright. It was just really greasy.
Yeah. Yeah. That I mean, see, that could be it too. Like something's in the fryer too long, or the grease isn't changed. It's the risk. It's the risk of the food trucks.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
remember what else I ate.
The only thing I ate this morning was a bowl of cereal at like 7 a.m. And I've been working since, so all this food talk is, yeah, I'm about to DoorDash while we're having this
Yeah.
conversation.
Right. All of a sudden, there's a random knock at the door. We're like, and our special guest is the DoorDash
All
guy.
right.
I had cereal for lunch.
He comes in and be like, "Say what's up, Larry." Hey, Larry. Well, yeah. See, now we're over. Now we're over there, and I'm like, "What kind of cereal would you have?"
I have life cereal.
Oh,
That's boring.
oh yeah. I was like, man, I thought I'd be like, life. You
I
mean?
had I had some Flintstone Fruity Pebbles birthday cake flavor.
See,
Oh.
y'all are both on two ends of the spectrum. I had life, and then I had this crazy diabetic shit over here.
Mm.
All right, yeah, shit.
It
Hey,
was
it
like
could have been worse. I could have had grape nuts, okay?
Hey, I don't knock grape nuts, man. Shit,
I'm normally like a Cheerios corn check kind of person.
corn checks.
Yeah, just a,
Yeah, I know what they is. Shit. I'm just like, damn.
like I'm
As
simple about
Caucasian
it. Like,
as it fucking comes. What do you got there? Corn checks. A little
but
milk
then
on.
Okay, but then a few weeks ago, I bought every flavor of Captain Crunch. So I mean, sometimes I just go off
You
the
gotta,
rails.
I guess you gotta balance.
I go off the rails sometimes.
You gotta balance it out. Be like, what are you gonna have today? I'm gonna have all these boxes of Captain Crunch fucking cereal. Spike my sugar to an atrocious amount. And then what are you gonna have next week? Corn checks. So
corn
man, you
checks,
just
corn checks are normally my go-to because it does have a little bit of like a sweet. It almost reminds me of like a Honey Nut Cheerio almost. So there's like a little bit of flavor to it, but I know it's not Fruity Pebbles or Captain Crunch. Like you know,
you just know you're just like, yeah, this is gonna be a kind of a rough one here. It's like, all right,
but see, and that's what like I get the corn checks instead of the rice checks because the rice ones get soggier quicker.
okay.
Corn stays a little crunchier. I don't know. I hate soggy cereal. That's a huge pet peeve of mine.
I just when I hear like the corn checks and the rice checks, I think about growing up poor. Like swear no, because I swear to God, I was like, it's relatable to me
Want me to hit you with some kicks
because
or King Vitamin next? What do you want?
I mean, I'll fuck with that all day. I'll fuck with the kicks. I'll fuck with the King Vitamin.
Hmm.
But when it was like, shit, what do we got? Well, we would have either corn checks, or rice checks, and a shit ton of sugar on it. And then you would finish them, and then you would like drink your milk, and it was that big slab of like sugar
Sugar
at
at the
the
bottom.
bottom. And you were just like, oh, look at this sugar slug about to hit me. And you were just like, this is the grossest shit and fuck ever. Like, oh my
I
God.
know, and like 30 years later, that's why we're type 2 diabetic.
That's it. And the
Not this
worst
guy.
part is like my grandmother, God rest her soul, she was one of those types of like, you have to drink your milk after your
Hmm.
cereal. And so if there was like a shit ton of that sugar sluggish shit, she'd be like, you gonna drink that milk? I'd be like, no, like no.
Right?
And then she'd be like, come on, and it'd be just like a cement mix.
Hmm.
See, I
Like,
did
all
that
right.
with my Cheerios. I couldn't. That was your checks was equivalent to my family, like with Cheerios. Cheerios was cheap. It was easy to buy. You could buy it in the big
Yeah.
bulks, like so. That's what my dad would buy all the time, and I always hated it because I was like, you never buy any of the good kid cereals. And so, in order to eat the Cheerios, like to actually have taste, I would add probably like a good half a cup of sugar on top of it.
Right? And then you get to
No,
the bottom, and you're like, ew.
I think we had decent cereal growing up. For the most part,
Yeah.
I think for us it was just hard because I have four younger sisters, so I'm like one of five. So I'm hoping that's like they buy a box of a good cereal and you're hoping to get a bowl before the rest of them it's
Mhm.
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
So
Now,
it's
good
like,
good luck now, bro. You get a box of cereal and get a bowl, you're like,
yeah,
that's it.
Mhm.
Maybe like two more.
we went.
On a bright side, though, I did hear that General Mills, I don't know when they plan on doing this. Do you remember how there were toys in the bottom of the boxes?
Yeah,
They're
Yeah.
bringing that back.
yeah.
Oh. I was like, don't speak too loud of it. My son's in this room as a recording. We'll be on the next like Giant Eagle Great Cereal event, and I'll be like, oh God. Man, the last time they did that though, so like the grocery store in Pittsburgh, Giant Eagle had like this huge cereal sale, and I had to sit there with Brandy, and I'm over here having like a small anxiety slash panic attack because I'm thinking the deal's not working because you had to buy two to get three free, and I'm sitting there doing like fucking some kind of form of like algebra, calculus, whatever in my head, and Brandy's like. It's working, bro. I started scanning. I looked at her dead ass and I was like, if this shit don't come out right as we're doing this, I was like, I will drop everything and walk the fuck out the door. Like I was not playing, dude. I was like in it, and I think we ended up getting like 16 boxes of fucking cereal for like
Yeah,
$4.
that's how I ended up with the Captain Crunch. Uh, Jane's store that she works at. We somebody's one of them two said something about wanting cereal for breakfast, so we went down that aisle, and that's the other thing too. Like we're not always like breakfast cereal breakfast people at our house. But we went down that aisle, and I'm typical, just like our pal, like Sam kind of said, like I'm like, you look at what got a sales tag. We ain't buying none of this $5-6 boxes of cereal. You get a box that's on the fucking sales tag.
Yeah.
So I looked and I was like, oh, there's some down there that are on sale. And I went down. I was like, Captain Crunch is on sale, and I was like, for $2. I was like, Jane, is this shit expired? Like, why is it? She goes, I don't know. I was like, all right, we buying regular plain Captain Crunch. We buying Captain Crunch Berry. We buying the all berry. And I said, Donna, you want this Reese cup like peanut butter one? She goes, yeah. And I was like, all right, whole row, put it in the cart.
You know how dangerous of a game you're playing with Captain Crunch, like slicing the roof of your mouth now in our 40s?
I'm okay with that.
You was willing to risk it for the $2.
No, like I don't know. Like I know people say that, and I could see how that could happen. I have never had a problem with Captain Crunch, like, and that being it being too hard, like too crunchy. I don't know.
No, I mean like I've never had it either.
Be lucky because it hurts. I've had it happen like once or twice, and it sucks.
I hear it's like stepping on a Lego, but in your mouth.
I mean, it's pretty fucking harsh. Like, but if it's not King Vitamin from back in the day, I'd have probably put it up.
That one had fucking spikes on it. That was Ninja Star
Yeah,
shit.
right. That shit was something else. It was like, oh, this is
Looks like my hat right there. That looked like a King Vitamin right there.
It does look like a King Vitamin right there, bro. Jesus. But yeah, so then Monday we went to the Memorial Day parade.
Yeah.
And that was interesting. We were live on TV. We were live on Facebook. Not us.
Not our Facebook.
Not our
I don't fucking have Facebook, so don't look at me.
We don't even have a Facebook channel yet. But we were on Johnny Pittsburgh's Facebook Live, which was great. That was wonderful. I couldn't even I had a feeling he may or may not show up. For people that don't know Johnny Pittsburgh, he is like a social influencer that comes around the different parts of Pittsburgh. He was here for the draft. He was here for some Pirate stuff. And he showed up on Memorial Day in Lawrenceville's Memorial Day parade. So it was cool. He was like going around talking to folks and stuff like that, which was nice. And just a PSA, he's not a dick either. Dude's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
He's real down to earth. Eric, what would you say? He was sitting there talking to us from the memorial, like all the way basically down back to the fountain.
Yeah, so we saw him he was at the tail end of the parade.
Yeah.
At the end. And he was on our side of the street walking, like you said, doing his thing, interviewing people with his little microphone and stuff. And we said what's up to him, and then we got inside. We went down to the memorial at the whatever that mosque thing is. And we saw him when we were leaving. We were walking back up to the main part, and I was like, I want to go over and say what's up. And you're like, oh yeah. So he was just like kind of strolling on his own. He just got done filming like what was going on down there. Like he filmed the ceremony, I guess, live for Facebook. And I walked over, I was like, yo, just started talking to him. And we found out we knew some people, like me and him have some connections between us. Typical Lawrenceville shit. And and then you came over and was talking to him with me. And we walked with him from, for those of you that may know, like the down below the bottom of the Allegheny Cemetery, all the way back up to the fountain, pretty much.
Yeah. It was nice. I think we'd have a good 15, maybe 20-minute conversation with him.
Yeah, because we were just talking to him about doing this kind of stuff. We were told him we had a podcast and stuff like that, and that we were fans of his and we watch his stuff, and then like we were talking to him. So we ended up running in. He ended up being with one of his buddies that I knew. So it became like the four of us chatting. And then I was telling my buddy, I was like, oh, like you never met my daughter, because Jane was with us. And I was talking to him, and just like the whole world of film and media came up, because that's what Jane's going to school for. So there was like that kind of yeah, it was just
Yeah, it was nice to just chop it up with him and talk
It was cool.
like this with him for a
Mhm.
little bit.
Yeah, because
Because I was,
it's for me, it was one of those things like, like you follow these people on social media, whether it's on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or whatever it might be. Like you follow these, I call them social media celebrities. Now I don't know how far his fandom goes as far as like outside of the city of Pittsburgh because yeah, everything he does is all about local, local, local. So it's like I don't know outside of the city or even outside the state, like what his following reaches.
right.
But to me, like I feel like you can't go anywhere, and again in the city without somebody saying something about Johnny Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Like he just gets mentioned all the time because everybody follows him,
Yeah.
and so and then you meet like it's one of those things where I wasn't starstruck like I would meet in you know a movie celebrity or something like that, but it's like it's still cool. Like it's still like oh, I follow you, and now I got to meet you in real life.
Yeah.
Like the same thing when I met Pittsburgh Dad. Like it was really cool because that's all he was. That's what you know. You watch him on YouTube. You watch him on social media. That's Pittsburgh Dad. And then we met him. I met him for the first time when I worked for Lids. He came into Lids. He was buying a hat. I think it was a Steeler hat or a Pirate hat for one of his skits. And I was like, yo. So I even caught him out of character. Like it wasn't even like he was in character. Like I
Hmm.
caught him out of character, and it was just like so cool just to meet, like you said, just to chat with them because they are like not all. There are some of those people out there in that world that are dickheads,
There are dicks.
Mhm.
but then you meet ones like this that are like really cool, just want to chat, like they appreciate. Like Johnny Pittsburgh was so appreciative that we said we followed him and watched his stuff. Like
Oh
he
my
seemed
god, yeah.
so real about it.
And then when he asked about the podcast, he was like, "Well, what's it on? Is it on like Instagram and whatnot?" And I explained to him what happened with the Cho Thoughts Instagram page, and he was like, "Really?" Like,
Yeah,
so he was
because
just
he
taken
pulled
back, like,
as soon as we said we did a podcast, he pulled his. I mean, he had his phone out because he was recording, but like
yeah,
I watched him flip straight to Instagram and pulled up the search. Like
he was ready to
he was
go.
gonna look us up right away because I think for him too, like he's like, okay, this could be a future collab, or maybe I could reach out to the. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen.
I don't know what was running through his mind, but in my mind, I was like, oh shit, we about to get an exclusive. Like, what are we like? All right, like
Yeah, and then when I kind of burst his bubble, I like burst the bubble. I was like, "Yeah, we don't have one."
yeah.
I was like, "Oh, damn, shit." But I was like, but then like we were sitting there telling him like we're on TikTok and YouTube and all this stuff like that. And then I was like, it was cool to just chop it up with him. I was like, man, this is just from what we do. I was like, it seems like a lot of work. He was like, it's a lot of work.
That's what he just kept saying. He kept saying it's the grind. It's the
It's the
grind. It's the
grind.
Mhm.
grind.
And I was like, look, cool, that's great. This is a hobby. I
Mhm.
was like,
Because you know
this
what,
is
that's the thing too. Like he's one of those guys that I would love to sit and actually interview, or not even interview, just talk to. It doesn't have to be on camera. It doesn't have to be in this setting. Like, I mean, I know again it was the day everybody was busy and he had other things probably going on. So did we. Like because we had
yeah,
Charles and his family. We had everybody with us. We were kind of in like go in two different directions. But it was like if I ever could just sit with him and just again just bullshit, but ask him like okay, so you do this full time? Like what? Like do you have a main gig? Like what? Like how do you balance? Like
like
if you
just
do,
pick his brain.
yeah, like if you have a real job, you know what I mean? Like yeah, how do you
How do you
balance
balance it?
that world? Like because like I know we bring it up here a lot. Well, I do, but
You
like
know,
I feel the same way about Pat McAfee. Like if I could
there it
ever,
is. We should get a Pat McAfee like weekly counter, just like over in the
that's
corner.
why I had trouble getting it out because I knew you were gonna say something. But like, but he's another one though too. Like where I would again nothing recorded, nothing. Just if I could get half hour of his time, or him and the boys, like you know what I mean, like just to bullshit about how they do what they do. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
another one that I did a little bit get to talk to, and it happened a little bit more this past year with Jane going into college. So Mikey and Bob, again, local, if you know, Kiss. I've met them a few times because we go to some events and things of that nature. We have a connection, you know, with some former friends. I don't know. But anyways, but then when our daughters became friends in college, with Jane and his daughter becoming friends this past year in college, like I got to know him a little bit more, you know, than just being Mikey from the radio.
A
Like,
personality, right?
yeah, like so, like when we went out to Stuff a Bus this year, I stood him and bullshitted with him for probably an hour with him and Bob, just bullshitting. Like he has a thing where I walked over and he realized that it was me because there was a line, like you know how they do it out there. Like there's so many people waiting to meet them. So I'm like, "Hey, Mike," and he's like, "Hey." He looks at Bob and he goes, "Right here." He goes, points at me and him. He goes, "Pittsburgh, Pit Dad's right here. Pit Dad's right here." Every time he sees me, he goes, "The Pit Dads. Where the Pit Dads?" And I guess that's throwing it in Bob's face because his daughter goes to WVU.
Oh, well, that'll do.
So I don't know. I don't know why he does it. Donna thinks it's hilarious. But anyways, but like with Johnny Pittsburgh, like he seems like that guy too that would sit,
And have
Mhm.
a conversation.
yeah, and just want to talk about because he's like you said, like as soon as you said we have a podcast, he was like
He was ready to
his
go.
eyes lit up, like whoa, let's talk about that. What do you guys got going on?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's when I was like, oh, I'll let you step in on this one. Like
Yeah.
I was like, yep, there you go.
But when I told him, it was just so funny. He was like, "You got to get that back up and running." I was like, "When?" Like, but I
Yeah.
told him, I was like, "We're on other platforms." I was like, "You can look for us on like YouTube and stuff like
Well, we
that."
told him also just to follow our personals on Instagram, and then that's
Yeah,
where he
and
can
then when
find the
you
stuff for
told
the
him
show.
that you were gonna put it up, that
Yeah, I
you know,
tagged him in
yeah,
my Memorial Day stuff.
yeah. So it was like, that's cool. But it all kind of started from his live stream, really,
Yeah.
and then he was walking down after he was interviewing a couple of people. He's trying to get branches to the military, and he goes down, and we're all like hooting and hollering and whatnot for him. And then he asked Ashley, of all people, "Hey, you got any people that are in the military?" And she pointed to Charles behind us. And, well, okay.
All right, Charlie, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's your military story?
I was in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
Yep. I did 6 years. I was 0351.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service. Really appreciate it. That's why we're here, man. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you so much. All right. That's live on Facebook.
Notice how, like, completely Charles was in the beginning, but he
Yeah, well,
handled it
none of
fine.
us were. I mean, Charles really didn't expect of it. None of us, like, I mean, we
Shout
saw.
out to Ashley. She set him the fuck up.
I don't know if it's a shout out. Charles might think another way. He might this.
No, but, like, when we were done,
He was just
Brittany
worried
was,
that he came off like an idiot.
yeah, and then Brittany was like, "You handled it fine."
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then Charles was like, "I just don't do public speaking great."
So,
I was like, "Yeah, but, handled it."
Mhm.
It was just funny. Like, but still, like, what a day. What a day it was.
it was, and then we went out to Charles and Brits for a little cookout.
A little cookout nat right there. Yeah. Yeah. And then next thing you know, it's back into the work week. You weren't at work though.
Tuesday, I did not know. Well, yeah, no. I
You
logged
can't
in for
working
an
for an hour does not count.
hour and a half. Get your shit straight. No.
Sorry. A half more hour.
Yeah, I think I worked it. I think like till maybe 10. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I just had to get on and handle a few things for work, and then I took the rest of the day off. But I didn't. I haven't talked to you since. It wasn't a day because like the girls didn't have anywhere to go. Donna didn't have dialysis. Jane didn't have work, so we were just home. There was nothing to do,
Mm-hmm.
and my brain says, "Oh no, we're not sitting here. We got shit to do." So I tore out my front yard and redid all of the. I obviously you've been to my house, Sam. I am now remembering. Yes, you were at my house for 4th of July last year. I don't know if you remember, but I had this little like rock cart, like a little gardeny thing in the front of my house
Yeah, I
with
remember that.
with the little white decorative stones that every mother used back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all gone. Gone. Fountain's gone. All the decorative shit was gone, ripped up. I laid all because some of it was starting to like sink in a little bit. I had to
Mm.
backfill. I had like I don't even know 25 pounds of dirt or some shit. I had to backfill with.
Wow.
Yeah, cut the grass, trimmed that. The whole 9 yards. Yard work. I was
You had a very productive Tuesday, sir.
probably out there for like 3 or so hours. The guys across the street, they're like, "You're a fucking idiot. It's humid as shit out here."
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
pretty humid, man.
I was like, "But it's not 90." He was like, "You got me there."
Were you crashing out in the process?
I came in and I was done. I was done. No, I didn't crash out. I actually it was, there, I was on the
This
verge of
fucking
getting.
water fountain, fucking piece of shit.
No, so I had these like stepping type stones that I put down instead. I wanted like a little bit more of a flatter surface than just those rocks. So I put
Yeah.
down like these stepping stones and I didn't have enough. I misjudged.
Oh no.
So it was like playing Tetris because I also had two different sizes. I'm like, motherfucker. So, shout out again to across the street. He comes over and he goes, I was doing yard work the other day and I found this giant like piece of slag. He goes, could this work? And I was like, I don't know. Just throw it there in the pile. I might use it for something. He goes, okay. Don't you know that fucking rock fit perfectly in the empty spot that I needed to fill?
Funny how that happens, right?
It doesn't match the other rocks that I used, but I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Do a little painting, a little paint rip.
I put the giant cement turtle on top of it.
Hey, problem is solved. Okay.
Problem solved. And there was another like little hole that I didn't have a small enough stone to fit in. I put the fucking cement on top of that bitch. You can't.
I mean, again, there you go. Progress is progress,
Progress is progress. Yeah.
right? Shit.
So that was my Tuesday. So yeah. So I was off. I took the extra day off because I was like, you know what? I have a day of PTO. Instead of me using it for a sick day, which God knows is probably going to end up happening, I want to just take the day off and enjoy myself. Because, like you said, we had a pretty busy weekend. And no, it was not relaxing whatsoever. I came in, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. My body hurts. My back hurts. Like,
You just gave up. You were like, that's it. I'm not doing anything else.
I think I lost every bit of moisture that was in my body. I sweated out.
I was like, that's probably gonna be me this weekend since Friday Xander's going to the game. Well, today, if they're watching this. So Xander's going to a baseball game. Brandy's helping her mom with some stuff. So this evening I'll probably have nothing to do. So I don't know what my weekend will consume.
We doing a strip club?
No.
Oh.
You guys, oh my God.
You going to the strip club?
Sam's coming with us that evening.
All
Look,
right,
she even got her pink paint. She's painting. I'm not even going to say it. I'll shut my mouth.
Big Pony Club. I'm sorry.
We heard that at the the food fest.
Rally.
So I opened with a new family like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks at this point. I can't remember. So in the process, we have to, within the first 30 days, we have to get to know like the family. We do what's known as assessments, right? And one of them is a timeline. And this is where you really get to the nitty gritties of what each family member has done so that you can connect the pieces or start to connect the pieces. So I start laughing because mom's in there and she's telling me about her childhood and how traumatic it is. And of course I will not disclose anything, but she starts talking about it. So then I go ahead and I was like, all right, well, let's start leading into how you met your husband. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, that we have to save for another day." And I was like, "All right, like that's cool. I'll wait for you and your husband. We'll come together. Like we'll
Fuck
talk
no,
about
I'm
it,
intrigued
I
now.
didn't
What
want
we
him to
got?
go himself.
right?"
Like,
So she goes,
look, lady, you can't just leave me cliffhanging.
but this is where it gets interesting. His mom goes, "Well, I don't feel like I want to tell you everything." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And she was just like, "I was very promiscuous in college." And I was just like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Well, we don't need to like dive into all the details, but like, can you tell me a little bit more?" And she was just like, she looked at me right dead ass and goes, "Honey, you don't need to know how many dick I've sucked in college to get my way through it. We ain't going down that road." Like, okay.
Shit.
So then the couple of days go by and I have a session with just dad. So he's telling me like, growing up he had a terrific childhood, everything went well. And then he goes, "But I met," and then I was like, "So how did you meet your wife?" "At a strip club." I was like, "Wait, hold up, what? Was she the dancer?" "No, but her best friend was."
Hey.
I was like, "Shut the front door. Now I need to know more." He worked at Club Erotica for literally 15, 20 years as a bouncer and just like knew everybody. And yeah,
And it was met right there. It was love at first. Chicken finger,
I,
buffet bite.
I haven't had a chance to like actually have a session with the two of them because they had to cancel this week, which is fine. But like, yeah, I'm so intrigued to know. Like, you guys got to tell me more about this.
Yeah, right.
Like,
I'm down. I'm down to hear more about that for sure. How'd y'all meet? Strip club dancer? No, she was waiting for the chicken fingers. And I was like, "What's up, girl?
Mm.
Well, you gonna get that ranch dressing or use a barbecue? You getting crazy? You gonna mix them both together?" Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Eric, remember when H2O used to do the fucking buffet? For people that don't know, there was a club back in the day, H2O. If you're from Pittsburgh, you should know what
Down in the
H2O
strip
is.
district.
Down in the strip district. And they would have these little wet t-shirt contests. They'd be open till what, 3, Eric?
2 or 3. They were open later, like an hour or so past what a normal club was or bar
Yeah,
was
so it
supposed to
was
be
like
open.
3. And then the best part is they'd have this all you could drink Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it was Tuesday nights. It was like no, they weren't. It wasn't all you can drink. It was like quarter drinks.
Okay.
It
All
was like
right.
a college special, and it was like yeah, it was like 25 or 50 cents a drink.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you're drinking well shit, but at that age, we didn't give a fuck. It was
Yeah,
alcohol.
yeah, right. But
But what do
the
you
grandest part. But wait, there's more.
the front bar? Because there was 2 bars. There was a front bar when you first walked in, and there was a back bar where they had a stage again where they would hold like wet t-shirt contests, but then like people would get up there and dance and shit. Like it was just like a stage.
Yeah, right.
And there was a bar back there too, but that front bar had a little like cutout area in it. Man, we had
A
some
little
pizza
buffet, baby.
rolls, some fucking nuggets,
Yeah, you'd
chicken.
have pizza rolls, chicken nuggets. Shit.
I
That
still
shit's
got the
I
dope.
fucking tongs. I stole the tongs. I still got them.
I want to know, have you guys, and I know I'm going to butcher this because I can't remember it, but when I was doing the timeline, they both said that they used to hang out in the strip district at this bar known as, I want to say Johnny Bananas or Jimmy Bananas. Like Bananas was in the name. They
Banana
said that
Joe's.
maybe, yeah, Banana Joe's. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that we are too young for that.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
that was
That would be
before.
like my cousins, like my older cousins. They would have went to Banana
Yeah,
Joe's.
we were
Okay.
probably. I guess we were probably high school.
Yeah, but Banana Joe's would do like an 18 and overnight.
Yeah,
Mm,
I
okay.
never went. Like I don't know, Eric, if you can vouch for
no,
it, but no,
yeah, no,
uh,
I didn't go there. That
no. I mean, shit sounded great. My cousin Kathy used to love that place. Shit, shout out Kathy. Good
I
times.
see, like, I've never heard of like any, because of course I moved here when everything was pretty much shut down at that point. And they were
Yeah,
like, "Oh yeah, we used to go to Banana Joe's all the time and we spent our weekends there and we love it." And I was like, "Okay. I'm assuming it's a bar."
yeah. I mean, That seemed to be the popping spot.
Because
Yeah, no.
because around that time there wasn't too many. What there was Banana Joe's and Dawn's,
Yeah, Donzi's, and then there'd be like Chauncey's was one.
and Chauncey, and then a lot of that all went away, and then we got what we started going to, which was your Tequila Willie's. The one next door used to change its name every other fucking week. It was on the
Yeah,
other side of the barge.
it was like
It was
light.
it was light at one point, which was supposed to be like a disco-y type place.
That fucking bar smacked.
It did. I mean, I'm not bitching about it. It was just
That was a good. That's a good
the
bar.
theme weird because then it was like a jungle place at one point, like
Yeah, yeah,
safari or
right.
something. Like,
I don't know.
and then we had,
You had your Matrix. You had your
yeah,
Touch.
Matrix was huge. Touch
Do you
across the
remember
street.
Spy that used to be like next to Touch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the one that we got kicked out of for wearing white.
That's H2O.
That was at H2O. No, what was the other one though? The one where when we first tried the Incredible Hulks. What marker?
Bar.
It was just bar.
Bar Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it was on the corner. It's where Cavo is now.
Yeah. Or was that bar room?
No, Barroom was over next door to Matrix.
Oh yeah, then it's Bar Pittsburgh.
But there was Barroom before. There was Barroom and Saddle Ridge.
Saddle Ridge, good times.
Good time.
Oh man. Then you got into your like, let's see, your McFadden.
And then there was that. And then what was the other one next to Touch? Rum Shakers. The one that your mom took us there because they used to serve the fish bowls on Sundays.
Yep. The fish bowls on Sundays was Spy.
Or was
I
that
think.
Spy still?
Yeah.
It was next to Touch.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was something else at that time.
Yeah. A lot
'Cause
of places.
it was another one where it had almost like an island theme.
Yeah. A lot of places.
Those were the days. We didn't care.
Yeah. You couldn't catch me dead in them motherfuckers now, bro.
Because even at that point too, like we were more into the club scene than we were Southside. Like we weren't big Southside people, like our crew.
Not really.
If we did go over there, it was because we would go to Jimmy D's, or yeah, we would go to
We go to Tiki once in a great while.
we would go to Tiki, but like we weren't the typical Southside bar hoppers.
No.
Only during like the St. Patrick's Day crawl, every once in a while we would, but like we stuck to the Strip District.
Yeah, and the farthest we went would be Station Square because we would go to Matrix.
To the Matrix, yeah, like, and we knew what club had what drink special every day of the week.
Yeah, and Monday was a rest day.
Monday was rest day. We would stay home and watch Seventh Heaven and Monday Night Raw and order pizza.
Oh my god, I hated Seventh Heaven.
Well, get the hell out of here.
Well, I mean, I like Seventh Heaven till I found out about the dad from Seventh Heaven, and then I was like, I don't fuck with Seventh Heaven.
I don't care.
Yeah, but yeah, it's dude. What's funny is I honestly, I think it was one of the first couple podcasts I was talking about, like the 21 and over schedule, like in our 20 schedule, and now I think about it as a 43-year-old man, I'm like, you fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way I couldn't do one day. I couldn't do one out.
No, like you said. So Mondays were our off days. Monday was recovery day. So
Mhm.
technically, our week started on Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
Tuesdays was H2O, like we said, because they had the 50-cent drink specials and the food. Wednesdays was Tequila Willie's. Tequila Willie's, because they were running some type of college special. Thursday was Matrix.
Yep.
Fridays was
Touch
Friday.
and Tequila Willie's.
Fridays was Tequila Willie's, but was Friday the Touch Tequila Willie's days, or was that Saturdays?
No, Touch and Willie's was a Friday.
Because that's when they would give you the tickets. Yeah. So you would go to Touch first, pay the entry fee there, and then they would give you drink tickets to take over to Tequila Willie's.
Yep.
To go over there and drink.
And you can get like whatever drink you wanted to, Sam. So if you got a high end drink, that's how you just.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was no like restrictions to it.
Saturday
wow.
was more like a kind of freebie-ish. Like
Yeah,
you'd up and
Saturdays was just like whoever was.
whoever had what, and most of the time it would end up being at Matrix, or then it would become like the bar room Saddle Ridge esque
Yeah,
Hmm.
walk there, and then Sunday would be that Spy nightclub
because they were one of the only things open on Sundays,
on Sundays, and then Monday,
and then Monday recover.
and then
Started then
Tuesday
on
back
Tuesday.
into it again.
We did that every day for month. It had been, I would probably say almost a year straight.
I honestly, I could vouch for that. I'd say probably a year. That's why my liver hates me to this day.
I
My college days, like Thursday night, we would stay local because we still had class the next day. And then Friday was always the University of Hartford. We always went on campus for their parties. Saturday was always Absolute Men at Club Blue. And then Sundays was our rest day. Catch up on work, get whatever you need done. And that was it. Like we kept chill throughout the week. It's like we were college kids, but when I after
Like-
college I moved to Philly, and our main spot, you can laugh all you want, I don't remember the name of the club, but it was a gay club, and it was fucking amazing. And it was me and my guy friend. We all just went.
I actually have one of my physical therapists is from Philly. Like she's just moved back to Pittsburgh from Philly. And she had to go back to finalize some stuff because she bought a house in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
And she went back on Memorial Day weekend, and she was like, it was nice. I went and like hung out with some friends that I haven't seen in a long time. And she's like, you might judge me, but I went to a gay bar. I was like, there's no judgment here. I was like, you
Nope.
call me Planet Fitness. There's a judgment-free fucking zone right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
She was like, but they were playing music that was smacking. I was like,
yeah.
it's a gay bar. You damn right they better fucking be playing the jams.
I think that's the thing too. Like, I feel like Philly. I don't know. I've never been there, but I know a lot of people that have lived there. Like, my cousin just moved home from there. Like, he lived out there for years. So, but like, Philly is a big gay culture community.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like we think that here in Pittsburgh, yeah, they support it, and we have some spots or whatever. But like,
Sure.
Philly's got some. They got.
Mhm.
I mean, they city of brotherly love. Like, oh, they loving.
They love it.
Mhm.
But like I told her, I was like, you come to the wrong person if you think I'm gonna stereotype
Yeah.
you. I was like, I've been in plenty of fucking games.
But like that's the best thing though. Like I remember at first, like I was dating a guy named Dave, and he was like, "Why are we going to a gay bar?" And my friend Austin was like, "You need to expand your horizon, get to know what's out there. Like that you're living too much in a bubble." And so
Mhm.
we went, and I remember Dave being so uncomfortable. He was like, "What the hell?" Like I was like, "You're not walking into the meat market. They're not going to come and like be attracted to you. Just go and have fun." And I
Fucking
think
right.
we were there for like 3 hours, and we walked out, and he was like, that was the best that I've ever had. Like, he was like, they all stuck to each other, but they were the most friendliest. They engaged with you. They didn't judge you. They were just like, have a great time. Don't fucking care. Have fun.
That's
Like,
it. As long as you don't cause some shit
yep.
and be like be an obnoxious, arrogant asshole.
Hmm.
Bro, that shit.
Because
I
they
have
can sense, like, they know if somebody's in their world or not. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
Like you said, like, they're not gonna just walk up on, like, they know, like, oh, that dude's straight. He's just here with those people. Like, he's just here just to have, like, whatever. But like, so they know, like, they know their community, they know their world. So it's like you said, as long as you're not in there being a dickhead,
Yeah, right?
they don't. That's like I said. So like my neighbors, I was talking about them earlier. Like the guy that brought me the rock. I mean, Paul. I don't know if you ever met them, but you know.
Yeah.
So the guys across the street, it's a gay couple.
Mhm.
And they're an older gay couple. Like they've lived there. This is this dude's childhood home. Like lived there forever. Jane looks at them like uncles. They treat her like a niece.
Mhm.
And the one guy, for a living, he is a DJ. He DJs at a lot of the gay bars here in Pittsburgh. He DJs at Blue Moon in Lawrenceville. He
I was just gonna
DJs
say the Blue Moon.
the one on Baum Boulevard. Why am I P Town on Baum Boulevard?
Yep.
Like, and he does like gay karaoke, like drag. He's a former drag queen,
Bro, I love a good fucking drag brunch and a good drag
Oh
show.
my God. Yeah.
but like
Oh, put
he
me
does
on
the
fucking bar right
karaoke
now.
and shit.
That shit's too fun. Too fun.
And that's actually his DJ name. His DJ name is Eddie Oki.
That's fucking great.
So, like, but like Donna, they were showing Donna and Jane pictures, like he was of like him when he used to do drag and stuff, and I was like, damn, like it's one of those ones where like you what? Okay,
See,
like,
that's
Hey,
the
if you
thing that
got
I
it,
never
bro, if you got it.
understand is when like people are like, "Oh my god, you do your makeup like a drag queen." Dude, if I could get my makeup as good as a drag queen, I would be like, "Fuck yeah."
I'm telling you, ain't nothing like one of them fucking events. Like, I swear to God. I
there
haven't
was
been to a good drag brunch in a grip though. Like, oh man, that's good stuff.
there's this girl that I follow on Snapchat, well, and on Instagram too, but she lives more on Snapchat world. And I followed her because of her businesses. Like she is this younger girl, she's younger than us, and she's like worth millions. And not because she's like a social media star. She's worth millions because she has this great business sense of mind and just decided she didn't want to work for anybody. She wanted to work for herself and created her own companies. One of the big things she does, you know how the Jeep, the duck Jeep thing,
Yeah.
everybody they put these ducks, the little rubber ducks on Jeeps. She's one of the trendsetters for that, and she actually has her own business called Just Ducky or something like that. And she sells those little rubber ducks in like 5 gallon buckets. You buy them from her, and she does it all out of her house. Like you order them, she will hand pick the ducks for you and make sure you get a variety. Like, so I was like really intrigued with this girl, but she now does like fashion stuff too, and
Mm-hmm.
she's in the process of doing some type of like Sports Illustrated swimsuit thing.
Yeah.
But you were saying the makeup because she was like getting my makeup done by the best makeup artist in the world, and this gay dude comes popping on the screen. He is sashaying and swaying all over the place, and he was like, "We're about to get it, honey," and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be interesting." I
Yo,
was intrigued because I'm like, I know he's about to hook her up.
he's
Like
about to slay her fucking face, bro. I
Uh-huh.
swear to God.
she did one of those like transitioning things where she turns her head and turns it back, and like snap of the finger, her makeup
Yeah.
was done, and I was like, yeah, damn, like you would have thought that she would have had some kind of filter on her Snapchat. Like I was like, that shit is, and especially growing up with sisters and having one in that makeup world, like I know what it like. I've seen it and been like, I was like, that fucking shit was spotless, perfect.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, the gay community don't give a fuck when it comes to
Mhm.
makeup. Like they're
Yeah,
really fucking good.
yeah.
Like that's why like if I like so I mean I can't tell you the last time I've been to one of them. But I've been trying to get to one with like Jen and Craig. When Tyler was like not this last time, but the time
Oh yeah,
before, he was trying to get me to one, and I'm like, yo, I don't feel uncomfortable, so just let me fucking know, and I swear to Christ, I will go.
Yo,
yeah,
I didn't know that, Paul, because I would have taken you. I go with my friend Olivia.
I was like, yeah, because Brandy's been trying to do one too. I was like, bro, I will fucking go. I do not care.
yeah.
Yo, I'm about to send you some info. We're about to set it up.
I was like, I mean, I will, just not next month, not this month. I'm really booked.
June is solid.
June, I am
So wait, when
solid.
you say not this month, you're talking about the last 4 days of May, or are you talking about when?
No, fuck. It ain't May no
May's
more.
been
It
over.
ain't
May's been gone.
May. It's over. I'm over here in like the whole lockdown June where it's like Xander.
Well, then you know
Then
what? We're gonna do it for my birthday.
Yeah,
Then that's
no,
what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a drag show for my birthday.
all right.
you got to throw a Riley in between those Xanders.
Yeah. There's a Bradley Xander, Xander, and then July, and because there it comes, it'll be like, oh shit, and then it's like right back, and then I'm like, is this normalcy? Is this real life? Okay, I can breathe, and then it'll be next thing you know, summer will be over.
Yeah,
But I I've had that one time. It was me, Jamie, Jen, and Craig, and we were at the Blue Moon, and I went outside to vape, and the bartender came out, and he was sitting there, and I was talking to him. We just having a like great conversation, and he just looked at me, and he was like, "You're not, are you?" And I was like, "Nah." And he was like, "Damn." He's like, "Cause you would have been a nice big bear right there." And I was like, I got that. I've got it because rewind it to when we went to bar room one time, and a dude bought me a drink, and I was like, I'm good, I'm not gay. And he was like, oh, well, it's still on me. And I was like, I mean, shit. I mean, I'll take it. I ain't gonna bitch about it. But
The
fuck. But it was
last
like from
drag
a
show,
random stranger.
the
It's from a
last drag
stranger.
show that I,
Check that shit. PSA. Check your drinks.
oh, well, yeah, everybody's got to be safe. Come on
You
now.
gotta be safe.
Yeah,
But
the last
last
drag
drag
show I went to, I actually like engaged in conversation with, and it was interesting. They had a drag king, and I did not realize that there could be drag kings. And I had a whole conversation. I mean, he looked amazing. I'm not gonna lie, okay? I was utterly turned on. The guy was hot as fuck, and I was like, let's go. Like,
Yeah, giddy up.
I will turn for you. That's just the way it is. Like, but I also didn't realize until I was like talking to him that you don't also have to be like, you could be straight, you could be heterosexual to be a drag. Like, you don't have to be part of that community. So,
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Like, and that's the cool thing about it, because like, I swear, but like the drag community, because it comes in all shapes, sizes, colors,
mhm,
whatnot, and dude, they're so much fun.
they really
They
are.
just really are, because like it, it's just a nice. It's
Mhm.
like refreshing. It
It
really
is.
is. It's
Because what's
just.
really nice about it is like you can walk in there and just be yourself, right? Like
Yep.
they literally have open arms for you. You walk in there and they don't judge you, they don't care. They're just like, "Hey, what do you want to drink? Let's
Yeah.
go." Like,
Unless you're like at a brunch and you get a mimosa and you're like, "Fuck, that is champagne,"
uh-huh.
and a squizzle of orange juice. And it's like, whew, all right, yeah. That's what I'm talking. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Mm, yeah. I've had like a cold brew Jägermeister at a gay bar one time. And
Mhm.
it's the only time I ever had it. It was still Jaeger, but it tasted like coffee. I was like, yeah, because like I used to love it. I mean, Eric can attest to it. I used to
Uh-huh.
love Jägermeister. But like I sipped that day and I was like, yep. Yeah. we don't fuck with this no more. It was like, no, no
Just the
thanks.
smell of Jaeger makes me want to vomit.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Because I tried chugging a fifth.
Did you really?
Yes.
Yeah, me and our buddy Mark was racing to see who could finish it first.
Yeah.
How are you
Like
still
he said,
alive to tell the
that was
story?
like one of our go-tos. Like we were
We were
every house
Jaeger
party we
folks.
had, every time we was out at a bar or a club, it was always do a shot of Jaeger bombs. Like when those were a thing, like
Jaeger
we were
bombs.
we were big Jaeger people to the point we almost invested in the fucking dispenser machine.
Yeah, we
Oh
did. We
my
were
God, I
looking into
remember
that.
that.
Like we
Mhm.
was big into Jaeger, and then like I said, that one night at a house party, I don't even know if it was Mark. I know it was me and somebody. We were like racing to see who could chug like a fifth or whatever. Maybe it was the next size down, but we were just trying to just chug it. Whoever could finish it first. I don't know why we thought that was a good idea, but ever since that night, Jaeger and me do not get along anymore.
But I mean, we also are the same people that would sit there and get all excited to drink Mad Dog 2020 and
Yeah,
Hypnotic.
but we didn't try chugging it.
No,
I
no.
mean, somebody might have, but I know. But
Paul just went into his whole like, yeah,
Yeah,
back in the day.
no, I'm
That was the
good.
dad look of back in my day.
Yeah, it was, because I was just like, yeah, because now I see like the little cans of like Mad Dog 2020, and I'm like, man, get fucking serious. Get a bottle. What the fuck's wrong with you? You want to or drink Everclear?
remember we did that at Markers,
What's that one?
the Everclear. Or
Yeah,
no, was that the abs?
I think it was absinthe.
It was absinthe because we we were getting ready to go out. This I think is when he was still at his mom's. I don't even know if he was with Sarah. we went to his house to pick him up, and he wasn't ready, and he was like, "Come in," and he had it in his bedroom. So he was like, it was like pregame, take a shot. That was the first time I ever had it, and it was the fucking nastiest thing I ever had in my life.
It might have been. I really can't. I can't put like a staple on if it was Everclear or if it was absinthe.
I think it was absence. Now that you say,
I
now
know
that
it's drugs and alcohol. It happens. Yeah. No, neither one. Either one. No. No thanks. I'm good. I was like, I don't even like drinking really now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. Maybe that's what it is. In my 20s to my like mid 30s, I was like, I just fucking got out of it and don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
that's like when we were at your house on Saturday, and I found that advertisement for the Malibus, like the seltzers or whatever the hell
Yeah. Pre-made drinks.
yeah, the little cans. I was like, bro, and I'm like, that sounds so awesome. That's what my brain was thinking, but the rest of me was like, no, we're not.
No. No.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually me over the weekend. Like I think it was it Saturday? No. No. It was Friday. Friday, I was sitting here I was watching the hockey game. Went in, grabbed one Surfside, came down, put it right here, watched the first period of the Avalanche game. Still had it, second period.
Mm-hmm.
Still had it, third period. I was like, the fuck is wrong with me? I was like, but by the time the game was over, that one can was empty. That one can was the only can I had watching that game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, the rest of those are safe. I'm probably not coming back for them for a
Mm-hmm.
long.
Bro, I saw that one can of Corona in my fridge from 4th of July last year.
It's going to be coming up on a year. You might as well crack it.
Just say,
I mean, why not?
I was
mean,
watching this show on Netflix called Caterpillar. If you ever watch it, it's crazy. But it's basically, long story short, it talks about like a group of people who go to India to actually get like eye implants. It's like colored implants that they actually put in your eye to make it permanent. It's crazy shit. But the main character, David, is a gay man who lives in Miami. And he was at this like really cool club or whatever. And I just kept watching. He's like, oh, it's past midnight. I was like, God bless you, sir. God bless you. Because that shit I can't do that anymore.
yeah, no,
Like I can't do the alcohol. I can't stay up past 12. Like, God bless
no. Like, that's why I was there was this event, and I think it's going to be like a reoccurring event coming to Pittsburgh. But it's like, the event starts at like 4, it's like 4 or 6 in the evening, afternoon. And then it goes on until 9, 10 o'clock. That's it. That's like, it's nightclubish feeling. And I was like, I could probably get behind that.
Uh-huh.
Now, would I be there till like 10 if the vibe is nice?
Yeah.
bro, me and you were trying to plan on a day and a time to go to the fucking movies when Masters of the Universe comes out. And I said, well, the only time that they really have is 7, it was like 7:30 or something. I was like, with the length of the movie, we would probably get out of there a little after 10. You were like, I don't know.
No, well, one, it would have been a week I have my kid.
Yeah, Xander was part of the whole process of
Yeah.
why we might not do that time, but still,
Right.
we were like, that's a little late.
Yeah, but if it was me, I'd have been like, all right, fine. Because it's a movie. So I'm okay with it. But if I'm like out and about, like even the crawls and shit, I'm like, mm, I'm ready to go.
So it's past my bedtime, guys.
Yeah, right. I'm like, I gotta get this shit the fuck on, man. But then didn't you say that there was like an 11 o'clock showing or whatever?
Yeah, there was another one after that. Even I was like, I was like, I don't even know why I'm mentioning this one. Like,
Yeah, but like after the movie's over, you're getting out the movie theater. It's 1 a.m. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
and this
I
was
didn't
on
do
like
any of
and
that shit.
this was like a Tuesday. It wasn't even like a
Yeah, I
weekend
knew
we
it.
were talking
I was
about.
like, this is no, fuck
The
that.
fucking
That's a school
Tuesday. I was
day.
like,
No, no. I was like, I could take it till maybe like 10 o'clock. 1 a.m. Who the hell are you talking to?
Yeah.
No, but I feel that, Paul, because, like, all right, so I was supposed to go home this weekend because my dad wanted to. This was before the Mets decided to suck balls this year.
I wouldn't notice, except I see it all over Instagram that you like it or repost it, and I just
It's
look
like
at it and I watch it.
I said it since day one when games start and they announced all the new players were in the lineup. I was like, I'm not feeling this. This is going to be a shitty ass year. And everybody was like, give it a chance, give it a chance. Oh, I gave it a chance, and guess what? They still suck balls. Okay. So
Right?
anyway, so yeah, so then my dad was like, oh, well, why don't we go? Like, it'd be cool. He's like, I want to go on a Friday because they were giving out some sort of like gift. I forgot what it called, but
Right.
like the promotion. So I was like, okay, cool. What time is the game? And he's like, oh, it's a 7 p.m. game. And I was like, you're joking, right? And he's like, no, why? So like, it's usually what, like 2 hours, right? So give or take 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
get it done by 9. You're talking now about getting out of a crazy ass stadium in fucking Queens, New York, where already shit is going down because they're building the casino in that parking lot, right? So now I gotta go ahead, deal with the traffic, deal with the crowds, then I gotta wait for a train. Long story short, by the time I would get back to my parents, it'd be 2 a.m. And I sat there going, Dad, I ain't doing that. That's too late for me.
I'd be like, Dad, what if we just sat here watching on the television? What are they giving away? I'll see if I can order one.
Right?
No, no. Well, low key, fuck you, Dad.
I mean, it was my dad who literally called like probably last month, maybe 3 weeks ago, and he was just like, so are you gonna be disappointed if I like sell the tickets? And I was like, no. And he's like, I can't bear my soul to watch them. He's like, not live anyway.
No, you guys got a better chance of like put faith in the Knicks right now.
All right.
Yeah, because that Met stuff ain't happening right now.
No, not this year.
Just saying. I was like, yeah. I was like, both of you, put it somewhere else. I don't know.
No, I'm good over here. We good.
Bro, don't you start. Don't you start.
I said that to my client today. She's like, do you like the Pirates? I was like, and I went quiet, and she's like, oh, she was like, I see. I was like, look, they're not the best, but they're better than the Mets right now, and that's what sucks.
I mean,
Yeah, I
we're currently losing to the Cubs 9-4, but you know we all right.
just for the record,
I mean, the Mets are winning, or they won, but
I mean, we crushed them yesterday, 13-1 or whatever the hell it was.
yeah,
It ain't over yet. It's still we got time.
there's always time for a fuck up.
Yeah, I'll be down there.
What inning are they in?
7.
Again, plenty of time.
I mean, it was tied until about 5 minutes ago. I don't know what happened in 5 minutes, but I'll be down there on Saturday. Good old UPMC day.
Well, there you go. I was like, this will be on Friday, so if you see Xander, don't approach him. Don't approach him.
Hey, they're doing one of those drone shows on Friday.
They are, and that's why he's going with his mother, so they'll be sitting there watching the drone show. And I was like, yeah, I will pick him up the following morning. Like, no, ma'am. Like, because y'all be getting home late. It's fine, perfectly fine. I was like,
when I go on Saturday, Miller Lite's doing a tailgate on Federal Street. I was like, oh, that sounds fun.
Does it? Or you gonna do the whole thing?
Yeah, the game's at 4:00 in the afternoon. I got plenty of time.
Dude, you could be out by 9.
I'll be way out. The game.
You'll be home taking a fucking nap. It'll be bedtime.
Be rolling in like, what's for dinner? Gotta soak up all this Miller Lite. It's in my system.
Then your poor wife goes and makes dinner, and all of a sudden she's like, "Hey."
One part is I'm gonna be down there with coworkers. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see all you fuckers liquored up.
Yeah, that's the best. That's actually quite fun. Depends on who you like, who you don't like, and then it's like, huh.
I saw the list of who's going today, and yeah, it's a pretty. There's like 2 or 3 doctors going, and I'm like, oh, that's okay. Like, one's a younger girl. She's like around our age. She's cool, but then the other 2 are like older. I'm like,
hey, them older ones might throw the fuck down, bro.
Well, the one doctor, the one guy doctor, me and him are cool because he saw my superhero sleeve, my tattoos. And he was like, "Are you a superhero guy?" And I was like, "No, I was just
I
bored."
just felt like fucking putting them on there.
He looked at me and he goes, "All right, smart ass." And I was like, "Oh, I like this guy." um, and he was like, "This was like around the time when I first started there, so it's been a few years now." But I think at that time, it was right before Avengers Endgame. I think yeah, right before that. So there was a lot going on in the Marvel world on Disney and all that shit. And he's every day I come to work. Did you watch? Did you see that? Hey, did you watch? And he always wanted to. That's all he would talk to me about was superheroes. I'd go up to him and to talk to him about a patient. I'd be like, listen, I need you to sign this stuff for mom. Da 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 da. He'd be like, all right, whatever. And while he's signing it, he wouldn't even ask me, and he would just right into. Did you watch that Captain America shit? Did you see that what they did? And I'm like, yes, I saw it.
They're a bigger fish, Doc. Like,
Yeah. Like, let's get on it. And he's very, that's why I'm intrigued on how this is going to work because he's very, so he's former military. So everything's very, like, he's
militant.
strict.
Very.
Like, yeah, outfits pressed, shirts tucked in, like, he's very, like, when we have, like, Zoom
His
meetings or,
shirt's gonna be off. He's gonna be on a table, throwing it over his head.
like, when we have team meetings and he's in his office, all the books on his shelves are perfectly, like, he's
Oh, he'll
again
fucking them.
very military. I don't know what branch or what he really did, but he's very. And I'm like, so this guy's going to the pirate game with the like. Okay,
Just wait, bro. What if he just gets it the fuck in and he's a whole
he's gonna get it in. He's gonna want to talk to me about. Did you watch that Deadpool series?
I'd
You
be
watched
like,
the Daredevil? Like,
He'll
what
be
is
like,
going on, Doc?
he'll be like, I got this whole bucket of beer. Be like, okay, it ain't gonna drink itself. Why don't we talk about the new Doomsday trailer? Be like, okay, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be intriguing. The other people are cool. Like everybody that's going, like I said, I get along with. There's not anybody going that I'm like, ugh, this person. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, right.
thankfully, we didn't have that group. But
Well, you have to give me more information.
yeah, we'll recap it. It'll be fun. Hopefully,
I'm excited.
we don't get no cool giveaways though.
Yeah, do you have a drone show?
No, just nope. Friday. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's gonna be daylight. We ain't getting no fucking drones.
No, you got a fucking Miller Lite fucking party.
We got a Miller Lite party. I'm like, well,
You
actually,
see some crazy shit.
I like the Miller Lite party instead.
If it's like if you see some crazy shit, record that shit.
Oh, I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be all the peepers are out.
Yeah, right. Definitely for sure.
It's gonna be the food truck fest all over again.
There ain't enough fucking video to record half that shit. There.
Sam, as soon as we got there, we got there. We walk over. He tells me he was like, "We got the same table as last year." I'm like, "Sweet." So I knew exactly where to find them, where to go. We start walking over. His mom. I'm a good. I don't know how many feet away. I can see them. His mom. I can hear her. You better come get your boy. You better come get your boy. And I was like, "What the fuck did he do already?" She was like, you better get him. He's on his shit already." And Donna, give her credit, as quick as a whip. She goes, "You think he's gonna help stop him? He's gonna be just as bad." I was like, Mom, yeah, you should know better. I'm not. I might encourage, not stop.
Yeah, because they put me at the end of this table, and a part of the like wood was up, and it was like underneath the metal like brace for the foundation of the
Frame.
table. The frame was there, and all of a sudden it was up like about yay big. And every time I see some bullshit, I'm like,
He was smacking it. It
I
almost
just be
sounded. It
hitting
almost
this
sounded
shit.
like a judge's gavel going off.
Yeah, it did. It sounded like a judge's gavel so bad. It'd be like, doom. And it got to the point my mom was like, Paul. And I'm like, it's everywhere, Mom. It's literally fucking everywhere. I was like, doom, doom. And then the one time nobody was hearing me, and I was like, boom. I did. I just kept hitting it. My mom was like, I swear to God. I was like, no, I can't help it that there's fucking Looney Tunes everywhere. Fuck.
You want to hear Looney Tunes? Last night was about 11:30 at night. I heard one of my neighbors started yelling, and I already know that there's like a couple of them in the neighborhood that they're not all there. It's fine, it's whatever.
Yeah.
So I just started hearing him yelling, and he's like, "Tell the truth! Tell the fucking truth! Stop lying!" I'm like, "What the hell?" So I go out on my deck, right, and I start looking. My neighbor's in there, and I'm thinking like he's yelling at a woman, he's yelling at another man, like what? He's yelling at his dog. He's yelling at his dog. And the wife comes out, or his significant other. I don't want to make the assumption that, somebody in there.
Yeah.
And she looks at him and she goes, "The dog didn't do anything." And he goes, "The little bastard stole my sandwich and he's lying about it."
But like, how the fuck can you know? How do you know?
You smell it on his
The
breath.
dog is just out there trying to take a leak, and he's yelling, "I'm telling the truth! Tell him the truth!"
Dude, he probably opened his mouth, was like,
Right? The woman was like, she brought the dog inside. She was like, "You do you, but I'm taking the dog in." Like,
he's in there. He's like, "I smell pastrami on your motherfucking breath."
My
I
goddamn
swear to
ham
God.
and rye, it's right there.
That's the good shit. That's the good shit right there.
I
What
can
am
see the
gonna do
spicy
now?
brown mustard still on your goddamn tooth.
What am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do now? That's all. That. What am I gonna eat? Just bread, just cold cuts and no bread. You think this is?
I slaved all day, and all I wanted to do was come home, have me a sandwich.
Now I gotta go make fucking lettuce wraps because your ass can't fucking hold it together. What did he expect the dog to say? Yo, hey, by the way, I ate your sandwich.
I'm just laughing because I'm sitting there thinking to myself, going like, if that dog barks, I'm dead. I'm done.
Meanwhile, his wife is sitting at the window watching him yell at the dog, eating his fucking sandwich.
Just looking at him, going,
This thing's a little dry. Could have used a little mayo.
"Yeah, right." Be like, "Damn, this turkey is some bullshit." Shit, the dog probably would enjoy it more than I am, but I'm enjoying all this.
That's why she took the dog in without the dude. She was like, "Here, this is have the rest of the sandwich," because he was yelling at you.
Yeah, right. Be like, "You earned it." You know what I mean? But stop
I
lying.
mean, if he's gonna yell at you for it, you might as well eat some.
You might as well be part of this. You know what I mean? It happened. You might as well take partial blame for
Fucking
it.
kid walks up. Why is dad out there yelling at the dog? Mom's like, "I don't know." Eat the
He's
sandwich.
taking a pull off his sandwich. He's losing his shit.
And then the kid goes out, and he's the one that hears dad yelling at him about the sandwich, and he goes, "Mom, dad's out there yelling at the dog for eating a sandwich," and she goes, "Yep, I know."
As she's gnawing on it, she's like,
She's still eating that motherfucker.
right. And then she does one of those, "That's crazy." just still eating it the whole fucking time. Oh my God. Yeah, so you definitely, I mean, you left these neighbors for these neighbors. But these seem more entertaining, shit. I mean, I don't know. I can't see, but I can see people expecting the dog to say something back. But me, realistically, I'll be like, if that dog says he ate your sandwich,
Right?
you better record the fuck out of that because I need to know.
I was like sitting here thinking to myself, going, if this guy is on some sort of drug where he's hallucinating, like, is in his mind, is the dog really answering him? And that's why he's
Yeah, right?
pissed off.
Like, he tells the truth and it's like, "Root." And he's like, "I knew it." I'd be like, "Shut the fuck up." I'd be like, "Shut up." I'd be like, "Sir, by the way, I have one question. You still holding?" Because I would need to know.
Maybe the dog's name is Scooby Doo.
Yeah, right? He was like, "Oh, he ate my sandwich." Ruh-roh. What the fuck?
Right?
I'd be like, "Oh, shit." Especially, can you imagine being Samantha and watching it and hear that dog say "ruh-roh"? I'd be like, "Am I losing my shit?" Like, I swore that dog just said "ruh-roh."
No,
Like,
no.
little sandwich.
Here's what it is. Sam's out there watching it. The dog fucking talks to the dude, and Sam then looks and turns to her cat and starts talking to the cat, waiting for a response from the cat.
Right, and then the cat's just looking at her like, "What the fuck you want from me?"
He's like, "Are you smoking what that dude's smoking?" Like, I ain't talking to you. The dog might talk
The
to
cat
him.
is listening.
Look, the cat's like, it's cold as fuck out there, bro. I don't know what you expect of me,
Brought me to this fucking neighborhood
right?
where they fucking talk to their pets and expect us to talk back like it's the fucking movie.
Right? This guy's out here. His dog is eating his sandwich, but yet, what the fuck? Jeez. Oh my God.
He's like, I'm better off staying inside where it's safer.
Yeah, right? Oh, man.
Or the wife comes out and she's like, "Fucking Bob, quit yelling at the dog about your sandwich. It's in your fucking hand." And he's like, "Oh, there's my sandwich."
That would be hard as fuck, too, if he's just digging into the fucking dog. And then, like, you feel bad for the dog because the dog's ears are down and it's all scared. And then he's like, oh,
Right?
my bad.
He got a Subway footlong in his hand.
Just holding it the whole
Didn't even
time.
realize it.
No, and the dog's sitting there. I mean, yeah, its ears are drooped and it's like nervous, but at the same time, it's going like, yes, following Bob. Like,
Right?
it's been in your hand the whole time, Dad. The fuck? Drop one of them cold cuts. I'm gonna fuck this shit up.
It's like whenever someone lost their glasses and they're on the top of their head the whole time.
Yeah, I've had that happen plenty of times. Yeah,
Fucking-
where are they? My mom is conscious of that.
Fucking Gertrude's in there like, "Bob, I told you, the sandwich is in your fucking hand."
And then he's like, well, the glasses are still on your fucking head. Like, you can't see either. Oh my God. All right. That's going to do it for this week. Have a great weekend, everybody. If you see Eric, take some video.
I might be a little turnt.
If he's a little turnt, I need to know. All right? Just keep it on DL for me. Send it to me, and I'll just put it on there next week.
Or just watch a fight game. You might fucking hear me. I don't know.
Yeah, you might hear him. Shit. But for everybody here, have a great weekend. We will see y'all next week or down the flip side. Later.